take your eyes out and change your. If we look at setup, just look at where that driver and the club, nice in a straight line there, okay? Whereas this one here, a bit leaning back, you see, and as a result of that there, the club now is sort of de-lofted. Yeah. That one there's a little bit more flatter on the back. You can actually be a daylight underneath the golf club there. The shadow's a bit different. You'll see where it gets sent to your phone or your emails or whatever. But the fact this shaft is forward and is leaning down, you're taking loft off the golf club. And then when you try to actually add loft to that, that can encourage leaning back and the old elbow going higher. Okay? As I said, the part of what you felt was the body sort of stopping is what we want to happen. But don't try to think about doing it. If it's happening naturally, which it is, and you're smashing it 200 plus yards in the air, keep doing it, okay? When you hit this one, this elbow is a little bit high as you came to that left elbow sort of high above there, okay? This one is still going to be slightly more than we want, okay? But that left elbow now, for me, at least there's some element of an elbow going down as opposed to up there. So it's starting to sort of get a little bit now. The shape between your arms, if I zoom in here, the shape between your arms there's a little bit smaller, isn't it? Yes. And in time, that I would say for me, success would be your left arm kind of there. Right. There'd still be a bit of daylight here, but not as much as you had kind of there. Okay, so because the grip then is going to be comfortable, and like I said, the lower half as you come through, you unwind, hips now, your belt buckle's pointing here, off to the right, or left is there, right as we look there, and it just stays there, and then comes at the end. It's all kind of sinking in together, good strike, and then through to a nice fella through. But the club face when it's on the ground to you looked a bit strange, isn't it? And it just sits flat on his backside.
It's sitting there and I'm going,
so if you want to adjust the club face, you just move the shaft around this way. And this club is really set up for you to have your hands in line with the club head there. So in some ways they're a little bit in front there. Part of the reason why it looks so wrong is if you potentially, I'm guessing you're right eye dominant. If you go from your right eye to your hands, that's where you think the ball would be if it was in line. So the golf club now looks still back behind them slightly. Put the ball further forward, you're like, whoa, that's miles forward. Yeah. Okay?
Because historically, I was like, still being there.
Yeah.
I was used to address
the driver behind the ball. Yeah, a lot of people do that, to be fair. I wouldn't say I encourage it, but if someone does it and it works, I wouldn't discourage it, that makes sense, yeah? So, because with a driver, obviously, as we know, we want the club face to be hitting up slightly. We want more of an upward strike rather than too much of a downward strike, okay? But if we can get that ball just a bit further forward, club face more in line with the hands not pushing forward, we can then get a much more solid contact with the golf ball. And
I'm getting a lot of flack lately.
From people saying your handicap's too high?
But it's not, because I won on this Thursday.
There you go, yeah. But what's happening is, you're playing 13, 14 holes way under your handicap, and then 4 or 5 holes are just which then puts your score up higher, so your medal score is still around about sort of 68 to 72.
Well, given I'm 72,
right,
I'm hitting as long as or further, not all the time.
Yeah.
When the guy's 40, 50.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And I thought,
exactly.
Watch the rest of the shit.
Exactly. The thing is, though, distance isn't distance to some extent is a reflection of people's ability. But just because you hit the ball further doesn't mean you'll be a better golfer. If you hit the ball further and straighter, then you can.
When it goes further,
it's a straight shot. Yeah, when it goes straighter, it goes further. Yeah, exactly. But one thing I would say, go back to what you said at the start of the lesson about trying to sort of group things together and play things together. I think if we can get into a routine a bit behind the ball and setting up better, if we can eliminate the potential or possibility of variables coming in and causing some problems, then we can actually start hitting the ball better.
The club is now going to make these, particularly on the drive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Do I do the same with the other clubs?
The irons you want to have slightly forward. If you put an iron flat on the ground, if you put that flat on the ground there, that is leaning that way, isn't it? Yeah. The irons do lean forward, okay, but the driving flat on the ground will be about this way, you see. So the club just sits flat on the backside like that. If I do that there now, that's leaning forward, which is where it wants to be. Your irons then, it's fine.
Consistent sizing.
Consistent sizing, yes, exactly. Yeah.
On the flat and then.
Yeah. And then the thing from your point of view is being aware. Yeah, exactly.
More about
and that's why if you, I think for you, success to you now, the next time you play, is being behind the golf ball here and thinking about the shot from behind that blue line, then when you cross over that blue line, you just do it. No thought, club down with a sort of reminder, and then boom, hit it. Yeah.
The only bit I thought about was don't over. Just a little thought. So don't overswing. But then don't forget to turn your hand. But by the time we got here,
it's gone anyway. Yeah, exactly. Because if you think about the time frame itself, once you get to about here, you're thinking about this time now, 1.95, 2 seconds. Yeah, exactly. You're thinking, okay, don't overswing. So now at the top of the back, so maybe 2.5 seconds, 2.6. The club starts coming down. You're hitting the golf ball at less than 3 probably. There you go, 2.8. Yeah. What can you think of that? Yeah. 0.2 of a second.
Once I've got it,
it's gone. Whatever's happened, it's either going to be good or bad based on that position there. Okay, but if you can allow things to soften up, this elbow is going to be a little bit of an issue over time. If you can send out a little bit more, that'll be a lot straighter. Okay, mate.
Right. Good.